We learnt about the femoral nerve today. The human body is really fascinating. Studying and learning about the human body is fun.
Yes, it's really fun. I remembered a story about my neighbor, Mrs. Miracle. My neighbor Mrs. Miracle lost mobility of her lower limbs because her femoral nerve was damaged in a shootout.
Oh really? I know Mrs. Miracle. I would love to know the story. What exactly happened?
What are you guys talking about?
We are talking about the femoral nerve. We learnt a lot about it in an anatomy class today.
What is a femoral nerve? As a tech student, I have no idea on what you guys are saying.
The femoral nerve is the largest nerve of the lumbar plexus. It originates from the dorsal divisions of the L2, L4 ventral rami. It has a role in motor and sensory processing in the lower limbs.
In other words, the femoral nerve is a major nerve of the thigh and controls the sensory and motor processing of the legs. CJ was about to tell us a story about how her neighbor, Mrs. Miracle's femoral nerve got injured. Care to listen?
Sure, why not? I will definitely learn a thing or two about this femoral nerve by the end of this story. Please, do continue.
It all happened one fateful day. Mrs. Miracle decided to go shopping for groceries at the market square. How I wish she would have known that would be the last day she will ever use her legs. There was a riot at the market square, where lots of people were injured and killed. Luckily for Mrs. Miracle, she was only shot on her thigh, exactly where the femoral nerve is located. She was rushed to the hospital and the doctor said her femoral nerve had been severely injured. When she woke up from coma, she realized her legs were numb and couldn't move them. She prayed and cried for so long until she finally decided to move on. Today Mrs. Miracle has a successful NGO for disabled/handicapped.
Such a sad story, but sure I'm glad that she made the best out of her unfortunate situation. She has a successful NGO and she's impacting lives.
I'm very sure CJ will never forget anything about the femoral nerve, for as long as she remembers this story.
Neither will I. I have learned a lot.
Oh really? I will love to know what you have learned from this short story.
That's easy, I learnt. The femoral nerve is a nerve found in the thigh. It is the largest nerve of the lumbar plexus. It originates from the L2 to L4 ventral rami. It has a role in motor and sensory processing in the lower limbs. Damage or injury of the femoral nerve can lead to permanent paralysis of the legs.
Very good, you have really learned a lot.